The 62-99 Philadelphia Phillies are taking on the 83-78 Miami Marlins. Take a look at their lineup right there. So the Phillies are going to be avoiding a 100-loss season right here in Game 162. They're going to be throwing Aaron Harang, the veteran right-hander, 9-10 on the season, 3.53 ERA. So a pretty good season from the veteran right-hander. Can't really ask much more of him during this season. So a lot of questions going for the Phillies coming into next season. Obviously, they have a lot of veteran players that is very unclear what their future is with the organization. But getting into the game here is going to have a single right here by the big man himself, Giancarlo Stanton. He's going to get in there with a double. So now looking at the lineup Ryne Sandberg has put out there for the Phillies today. Shane Victorino, the flying Hawaiian, leading things off, and a few other names that are usually not in the starting lineup have been called up for September call-ups and put on the game. So they're going to be posing Jared Kozar, 4-15 on the season, a horrible season pretty much by him for the Marlins. But speaking of Ryne Sandberg, it's very unclear also what his future is with the team. But here's a Philly veteran who will not be re-signed in the offseason. That is right, Shane Victorino will not be coming back. The Philly who was brought back this season in the Cole Hamels trade that sent him to Boston. But as you can see, Ashley singles one right back up the middle. So other veteran moves are likely to happen. Chase Utley is likely to be retained by the Phillies just because there probably no other better options in free agency as he singles. So Harang back on the mound in top of the second. Justin Bour down the line. Dugan playing right field today, of course. He's going to throw that one into second. So yes, Chase Utley will be brought back. Ryan Howard is someone we will definitely be trying to trade during the offseason. And as you can see, Martin Prado taking this one deep to the opposite field. That is a 2-run homer for Prado against Harang. So now 3-2 count on Real Muto. Howard going back on this one into right field. He's going to not make the catch. He drops it. Dugan could have easily played that one on right field. However, Howard decided to go back and try to make a play on it. In here, Harang walks his opposing number, Jared Kozar. So not good to walk the pitcher there. However, he does get D. Gordon to strike out, a very key strikeout with runners on the corners. Yelich up next, and he strikes out Yelich, so no more damage done after he does walk Jared Kozar. Now Harang facing Giancarlo Stanton. He's going to hit that one into the right center gap, when fielded by the center fielder Victorino today. So Giancarlo gets a single, his second hit of the game. Now Justin Bour nails this inside breaking ball. He's going to take that one to the center, and it is going to get over the fence into the bushes there in center field. So now Hechavarria up in the top of the third. He's going to strike out on the high pitch, not able to check his swing. Severino Gonzalez coming in relief for the Phillies. He had a very unsuccessful stint with the Phillies earlier in the season, so trying to hold the Marlins here, and he's going to get D. Gordon to ground out to third. Never an easy thing with his speed on the base pass, but here he is facing Giancarlo Stanton in the fifth, and Giancarlo gets his third hit of the game. He is dialed in today.
The 2-2 one more time.
So now Severino pitching to Marcell Ozuna. That is going to be a single, so Giancarlo advances to second base. Ozuna pulls into first with a single. So now Severino facing Prado with 2 runners in scoring position. He is able to get him to hit the ball on the ground to third. No problem for Galvis, who is playing third base today. So now Philip Amont making his season debut, however has played in the major leagues before. The 26-year-old right-hander who is known for his sinker. So he's pitching to Giancarlo here, and he walks him with 2 outs in the inning. So next is Marcell Ozuna, and he's going to pop that one. Edgar Duran settles under it, and he will make the catch. So that will end the inning for the Phillies there. Now Kelly Dugan at the plate, and he's going to hit one to second baseman Gordon Phillies not able to get anything going on offense whatsoever today. Now Amont pitching to Bohr in the top of the 8th. Bohr singles in the gap between shortstop and third base. That is a multi-hit game for him. Him and Giancarlo have really led the way for this Marlins offense, as has Martin Prado, who singles right there to get 2 runners on with no outs in the inning. So Hechavarria comes up with runners on first and second, and Vasquez cannot block that one, but he throws it over Galvis's head. The runner will come in the score. The runner behind him advances to second base. That is an error by Christian Vasquez, the young catcher. And now the very next pitch, Amont throws a wild pitch, and the runner will advance to third base. So 2 bad situations in a row. Now Hechavarria is going to ground out to the shortstop Duran, but a run will score. But wait, he made a throwing error, so now there was a runner on first base. However, the runner would not score, and now Christian Vasquez dribbling one in front of the catcher here. Catcher plays it, and he is out. But wait a minute, Ryne Sandberg comes out, and he will indeed take a look at this one. He's gonna argue with the umpire a little bit here about the call at first base. Let's see the replay on this one. One gets the ball, and it clearly looks like Vasquez did get his foot down before the ball was inside of Bohr's glove. So the Phillies are going to get the okay from the bench here. Bench coach recommends that they challenge, and they do, and it pays off because Shane Victorino will single with Christian Vasquez on third base, and actually that one will get into the gap, and he'll be able to take a turn around the bases. He's going for third, however, he will retreat back to second and will barely get in there. So gets back in the second. Now Ethan Martin taking him out. He had a very unsuccessful stint with the Phillies early in the season, as they're down 7-1 in the top of the 9th. He strikes out Ozuna, who is just looking right there, now facing Justin Bohr, who has dominated Phillies pitching all day, and he will line it down the line, gets past the third baseman, and he'll get in there with a single. So Bohr having 3 hits, I'm pretty sure, on the day. So now the last batter of the season is Cesar Hernandez, and he hits that one deep into the left center gap. That will be played by their left fielder. So that is it. Jared Kozar picks up his 5th win of the season, hurrying his 11th loss. Justin Bohr, Giancarlo Stanton, and Marcell Ozuna really did lead the way, and that's going to be the last episode of the season for this franchise. So come back next time for the off-season video. We're going to be lots of different moves made. Shouldn't be that big of an off-season acquiring stars, but it is to build towards the future. So thank you guys for watching. I am HQ Avenger, and I will see you guys next time.